Yep, this is the one I want. At least if I actually have bad luck on this, I'm not going to feel so bad, because I did have pretty bad luck in my 157. Plus, this is a 6.25% drop. Yeah, I'd rather was showing you guys full Jumi run, but I don't have enough time to restart, and that was just fucking horrible luck. Oh well. That's the way the ball bounces sometimes. And Ring took half my viewers too. Oh well. Thanks, Ring God. You steal my run and you steal my viewers. Oops. Ah. I can remember how to play. Yeah, they're missing out on me playing horrible in Japanese. Been a while since I've done this route, so... And this is actually a completely different setup than the US version because of the fact I need to set the Trembling Spoon far enough out the enemies are at least level 16, so I have access to slot 5. What are you hiding? Oh yeah, yay for buffer circles, yay Twitch. I do have a Hitbox TV account, so I could, and I got it set up that I can stream through XSplit on there, but I haven't actually tested a stream with Hitbox yet. Although I think I can actually dual stream to both Twitch and Hitbox through XSplit since I have the paid one, if I remember correctly. But I've never tested that, so. Triple stream, actually better yet, let's just triple stream and put it on Ustream too, since I still have that account. Give options. Whoops. Idiot. Down. Ugh. Hammer time! Hammer time! Yeah, what you're seeing in the title actually is I was doing Jumi just a little bit ago, but unfortunately I got trolled by the ring gods. So I'm actually doing a Japanese Dragon Time, which that one I do not have the record on, so. I think the record's, I can't remember if it's 130 something or 140 something. Fucking mushrooms, please. I didn't update the title. Sorry. Lemo! 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 Seriously, enough with the attacks, Duenke. There we go. My current best, actually, though, if you're still here, for Dragon Storyline Japanese is, as the time shows up there, 157. That was with some pretty horrible ring. Because like I've kind of mentioned, it's a 6.25% chance drop for Doomhammer. Level ups actually are completely worthless. A lot of it is determined by placement, because the weapons I get are pretty well set. I mean, two of the U.S. runs is Brave Blade, one of them is Spiral Claw, and it's a little bit different with the Japanese one. Techs are pretty set too, considering that the more hits the tech has, that actually makes it better, even over like the amount of damage it does. Special effects are a benefit too, but pretty much techs are more for protecting you from damage than from actually damaging the enemy for the most part. The biggest factor really is just kind of reducing movement on the world map. This one with this route for the Dragon storyline, Japanese version, placement is quite a bit different than my US one, because I need to have the underworld be far enough out and late enough placed that the enemies are up a few levels. Because I need them to be a level 16 in order for them to have access to dropping items from slot 5. Which, slot 5 for, I can't remember the enemy name offhand, is Doomhammer. Get out of my way. Which has an attack strength of 49 in this version. It's only 19 in the US, so it's not beneficial at all. The weapons got absolutely nerfed for the US version. Actually, not that much. I mean, it does play a little bit of a difference, but honestly, nothing in comparison to the weapon strength difference. That is the huge factor that makes the two different categories. The other major factor in that is enemy health got rebalanced. And that's not a case of nerfing or strengthening up US enemies. It actually goes both ways. Some of them I notice have less HP, some of them I notice have more. So, but honestly, the huge difference is weapon rebalancing. I mean, like the US version, in two of the storylines I depend on Brave Blade, which is a two-handed sword with an attack strength of 37. The Japanese one, for the original route for this, as well as the Jumi, I use Gyges Glove, which in the US only has an attack strength of 18, but in the Japanese one has attack strength of 35. It may be a smidge weaker, but because it's gloves, it is 1,000 times faster than a two-handed sword. So it makes an absolutely huge difference, and I can stun lock pretty much any boss. But I switched to going after Doomhammer based on the TAS, which actually uses that instead of Gyges Glove, just because of that extra 14 points of attack factor. It may be slower, but having that much attack strength will pretty much negate that. So, I mean, the differences in text really don't play too much of a difference, honestly. I mean, like, right now, the Jumi storyline run is like 4 minutes difference between versions. I mean, And over a 2.5 hour run, that's not that big of a difference. I also have to place extra artifacts early because of up in the levels, so that's why I'm placing a couple extra artifacts that I don't visit right away. So I can't remember the difference in. I think it's 8 minutes for fairy, and I think it's 6 for dragon. I think the Japanese one's 143 right now, but I'm not sure off the top of my head on that one. I know fairy. I know Jumi's 226, and I'm pretty sure Fairy's Japanese one is 159. And I'm pretty sure it's 143 for Dragon. So this is the mission that has the ring factor. I'll point out which enemy it is when we get there. Yeah, Brave Blade is a very good weapon for the purposes of a speedrun. Where am I going? I mean, there are better weapons out there, but for the purposes of a speedrun, that's the best one I have access to. I actually had to take a screenshot of the weapon I have because I don't read Japanese, so. But it'll be coming up here really quick. Alright, here we go. Ah, fucking son of a bitch. Come on, Lark, kick some ass. Okay, just a candy drop. That's fine. As long as I don't have an item drop while I'm... Yeah, these guys are buffed. Because of the fact they're frickin' like level 16, so... And the vampire's obnoxious normally as it is. And these level ups will help too. Now there's a drop. I think I got it! Oh my fucking god! Wow. Alright, and... Fucking wow, that makes up for having bad luck. Rip run! Rip enemies! Fucking yes! Rip this run! Woo! Time to kiss that 157 goodbye. Let's see what we... And that was what? 3 times? I mean, fuck yeah. Why couldn't I get that type of luck on my Jumi run earlier? Took 10 times just to get an item drop. And it wasn't... And I had nothing but Loot Crate before that. Fucking Hitodama, please. Oh, you fucking kidding me? It told me I hit. It gave me the sound effect that I hit, but it didn't count. Fuck you, game. Rip Hitodama. Yep, that's basically that kind of null sound you're hearing. That's why I never use the L buttons for techniques. Basically, it cancels out the heavy attack, so I don't have that whole big long stun animation. Oops, my notes are wrong for dragons going to Domina. Oops. Oh well. I need down, left, down, not left, down, left. And the reason why I haven't used the L buttons for my canceling instead of the R is just because it's a lot easier for me to kind of alternate between hands. Allows me to be much more consistent. I don't even really call it an input glitch. I just call it a, kind of a, it's more of a cancel rather really than anything else. Just heavy attack cancel. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of understandable that it does kind of seem like an input glitch, but I just don't think that's quite the right term. It's kind of more of an input cancel. Buster Dakotas! Rip. Rip. Rip Radish. What the old route and what the Japanese version uses is the Giygas glove for this storyline as well, and you get it during this mission. If I'm playing the US version, I take either Spyro Claw or Giygas glove because they're both really close in attack strength in the US one. Because it's basically one attack point difference, whereas in the Japanese it's quite a bit. I mean, pretty much if you don't get Giygas glove in the old route, you're pretty much done. Okay, I've got a 49 attack strength weapon and Counter Strike. This should be pretty fun. Some of these bosses will be pretty damn funny now. Fucking Lark. I don't really use it on these parts, but yeah, it's gonna be stark funny against Aggravator because Aggravator does do attacks that will allow me to counter strike him, which will absolutely like rip boss if one of them hits. To put it in perspective of how much damage I'm doing, it looked like a large bar for a boss, basically one full, color bar, is 400 HP. The small ones for enemies is 100. I mean, that's how much damage I'm just doing to the boss. It's just like rip boss. And these are the guys that drop Spiral Claw and Gaiga's Glove. There's actually one that appears in the room to the left just before the first of those wind callers. And I think that was a Spiral Claw. Gaiga's Glove is like a look for the railroad. Rip, boss. Good job, Lark. Rip Narcissus. Rip Narcissus. I mean, freaking Counter-Strike is just OP in this game. Alright. Time to rip a boss. Yeah. Like, seriously, I'm doing 400 damage. Plus. RIP boss! Wow! He didn't even get to do anything, really. Fucking RIP boss! Okay, I need to move a few extra spaces because I need to have the pet. The pet will hatch only after so many days, so that's why I took the extra movement to Dominant back. Just because my route's a little different, so. And then there's a Pocket Station add-on to this too, but I don't own a Pocket Station, although I'd love to for something like this. Just to kind of screw around with it. Not really. They do have an Day of the Week does have an effect on the Jumi storyline directly, but mono levels really don't come much into play much. I hear you. Alright, good. I got the right ones. I have to since I can't see the text, I have to just kind of remember which ones I'm supposed to talk to. I still have in my notes here. Simply press X to re-enter the Bone Fortress. It's fucking oh, I forgot to change that in my notes here. Training ninjutsu, beating the snot out of each other, yeah. Ninjutsu, probably not. He comes. Freaking do something. Yeah, there we go. No, hit me, you nitwit. Oops. Rip me. Come on, Lark. Hit him! Fucking hit him, Lark. There we go. No! Buju! Lark! Actually do something worthwhile for once. There we go. Keep hitting him. I just got too aggressive. That was my problem. Okay, hang on. Lark, don't die. There we go. There we go. This is where I would depend on the Brave Blade drop in the US version, but rip these guys. Thank God I'm not going for Brave Blade in this version. I didn't get it. Those guys have been dropping Lucre all day for me. It's like, they're fucking trolls. Buju! Welcome back, Buju. I think that was a throat slitter. That didn't look like my Brave Blade kanji. Not that I really remember what it is anymore. Since I don't think I use it in any of the storylines now, for the Japanese one. Because I use Gaiga's glove and... Come on, Sierra, hit me so you can be Rip Boss. Rip Boss! 2 hits! Rip Boss! You shall not pass! Wow, the boss actually teleported on me. Rip, boss. All right. I stop and do that extra movement just so the rabbi doesn't have to fly, like, you know, hop all like halfway across the stage. This makes it go a little faster. Alright. Shajara, give me some attacks that I can counter. Oh, come on, you did not, could not counter that? Rip, Rabbi. Rip, boss. Oh wait, not Rip, boss? Time for Lagfest. Rip, boss! Oh, that was a little scary. Since Lagfest 1, like, did so much damage. Rip Mushroom. That rabbi went, whee! Vadis. Lark? If you just surrender the crystal, I will not have to kill Vadis. So give me the damn crystal! Never! Give it to me, dragon! Fine, have it. Down the hall. All you had to go through is through that hole. Oh, thanks. Jeez. You're no longer indebted to me. Go have fun. Now that we fucked over the world. Wait, what? I didn't want to fuck over the world. No! Come on, Sierra. Rip Sierra. I was probably doing about 140 damage to Vadis with my heavy attacks. It's like, rip Vadis. Multi KO. Rip enemies. Remember how tough those things were earlier? Yeah. Rip enemies. Rip Lark. Rip Lark. Goodbye, Lark. I never liked you. The flames. The most nightmarish area for a casual player. Alright. Into. Buju, no! Time to rip some mini bosses. Sky Dragon. Rip. Wow, Rabite actually collected a bunch of items for me. Saved me some time. Good job, Rabite. Good job, Buju. Time to rip Land Dragon. I mean, this will be a serious rip. If I do this right, this will make Aggravator look slow. Yep, that's it. And I got just a quick drop. Nice. Yep, rip Land Dragon. He did not have a prayer. Sick moves here, too bad it didn't hit anything. Rip, boss. Alright. Time for the Crimson Dragon Tiamat. Yes, that's actually his name in this game, Tiamat. As opposed to Draconis in the US version. Die, Tiamat! Become my sustenance! Crap. Rip. Tiamat has the fucking worst hitbox of like anything in this game. And that missed. Rip! At least I actually don't even have to hit dialogue in the Japanese one, so I'll take a break here quick. Except I forgot about that one spot, right at the start. There's actually a couple dialogue boxes that get split in the US version, which is what I was referring to, but I forgot about the one, like, right after the boss fight. Hey, Kirby. You've been missing Rip Run. I mean, Aggravator got absolutely slaughtered. That's been like the highlight of this attempt here. I mean, pretty much it was Counter-Strike, 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 dead. This is one of the text boxes that got split in the US one. So I actually would have to press there. And I think this is the other one. Sierra. Hey, do whatever you want to do, you know? I don't dictate your life, so if you want to watch my stream, great. I appreciate it. If you have something else to do, something else you want to do, that's perfectly fine with me. I'm just happy you watched it all. Because I love you all. Every one of you that's watching. Whether you're here for the first time or whether you're here for the 100th time. I don't do this for profit. I don't do this for fame. I do this because I love it. Whoops. Move the Domino first. Naps are always a good thing. Naps are wonderful things. I mean, I took a nap this morning too for a few hours because I was tired. That's why I'm kind of streaming later in the day here. You can't help but sing along with these songs. They're just so much fun to sing to and listen to. Time to go rip some crabs. Valerie, did you lay an egg? Oh my god! And there are actually more enemies here in the Japanese version. And they only appear like this in the US version if you're playing 2 players. There's a couple other spots that are like that too. Like this, you got an extra enemy here. Extra enemy here, because there's only one in the US version. Extra and I think different enemies here. I think if I remember, it's 2 seals here. Oh, still just one. Buju! You killed my Buju! Oh, he's alive, never mind. Two more enemies here compared to the US one. Rip Full Metal Hager. Like fucking rip boss. Oh, of course, I'll level up. Alright, time for Mana Sand. Master, come and thrash this punk! Rip Mana Sand. Flame Medallion. Smile. Upright with cursor, place sprout effect. Downright with cursor, go home. Yeah. GG notes. Press X to re-enter home. Jeez, I know I just redid everything from the US version, but it's like I missed things. I mean, I still have the old route of dealing with Pocoyo's dialogue. Of that. Go in there and listen to the last half instead of leave and skip the whole thing. No, and you're gonna get out of my workshop in 10 seconds. Blemo! Rip. Alright, final mission, guys. Screen 2. Three. Four. Five. Six. Seven. 8. 9. 'Good job, Rabbit. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. Sanctuary's Gate. Home stretch. Corner 1. 1. 2. Time for the scary corner. Blammo! Hit them all. Yes! Three. All right. It's going well, but we got the end yet. I ain't counting my chickens until they're hatched. Finish strong. Rip Rabite. Rip Monogoddess. That'll be a 150. Not bad. Hey, when you have a 49 attack power weapon, yes, it's gonna hit like a fucking Mack truck. And this dialogue box was split in the US version too. This will be a PB, but it will not be even a US world record, considering my US one's 149. But I'm trying to remember what I'm pretty sure the Japanese is 143, but let me see here. Yeah, the Japanese time I've listed here is 143.09, which I'm pretty sure was a 143 in-game. But this was still a very impressive run. I mean, I got almost god luck on the drop. I got it on the third attempt. I mean, a couple deaths, but whatever. Shit happens. So at least I had one productive run today. Even if it's not really the one I wanted.
Styrka
but Aggravator was by far the best boss fight in the entire run. I mean, that was just... That's the best Aggravator fight I've ever had. US or Japanese version. And here's pretty much the extent of what my Aggravator fight was. Counter-strike, 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 dead. I would be interested in trying the old route, you know, the one that the current Japanese runners use, which is based on the Giygas Glove drop. Because Giygas Glove is considerably faster. I mean, the downside is that it's only a 35 attack compared to 49 of the Doom Hammer. But still may be worth trying anyway. Since I do get weaker enemies, because I'm not putting, you know, the frickin' underworld in like 5 miles from home. Boinks. That's what the things you're probably talking about are. They boink you from head to tail, basically. I actually use one in the Chumi storyline. No, they're called boinks. That's actually what they say too when they teleport you. Boink. Gabon. Doom, doosh, 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 doosh. This cutscene does not exist in the US one, at least for the ending here, because it have extra scrolling credits in the US version. Fiend. Yeah, just in time for Fiend. $150. Now, like I said, not a world record, but a new PB by a good 7 minutes.